the structure of hair. Definitely you have to know about the structure of the hair. لازم نعرف نحن الشعر من شو بتتألف. The hair structure, there is three main layers in the hair structure. The cuticle is a transparent outer layer of the hair, water resistant scale, light sensitive, 3 to 10 layers open and close, allowing certain products to penetrate the hair. The cortex is the main bulk of the hair fiber mass. It's approximately 80%. It contains spindle-shaped cells where most of the natural treatments we can find inside, and where the chemicals change the hair color inside. The medulla, it's almost 1%, this one. And the fine hair, maybe you cannot find it also. الميدولا هي 1% بتبين بالميكروسكوب سالب كتير صغيرة وما بتبين بكل أنواع الشعر. بالفاين hair you cannot see it. So the structure of the hair, we have the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. The cuticle is where it opens and closes and let the color penetrate inside the hair. The cortex is where the color is inside and where we change the hair color. Let's talk about the porosity. We have in the porosity that definitely the hair, if it's porous or not porous, if the hair is fine or not. So the porosity is the hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. So the porosity can darken quickly, can over-absorb, can be difficult to balance. Easy to color, most likely natural hair, so virgin application may be required. The normal porosity هي للvirgin hair, للشعر العذري يلي هي كثير سهل نحن نلونها ونعمل الابليكيشن تبعنا. Resistant may need more product and time, can create fear and include client from past experiences. For example, let's say the Asian hair is very resistant. Some of the white hair sometimes is very resistant white hair. So in this case, you need too much product. You need too much. You need development time, little bit more. Definitely, before we start any color, we should know about the color circle. In the color circle, we have primary colors. What are the primary colors? بالدائرة اللونية أهم شيء نكون نعرف the primary colors. The primary colors are the red, blue, and yellow. These three colors هن الألوان الثلاثي الأولية الأساسية يلي ما فينا نخلط شيء تنجيبهم. هن أساس الألوان الأحمر والأزرق والأصفر. So the secondary color, when we mix red and yellow, we get the orange. When we mix yellow and blue, we get the green. When we mix blue and red, we get the violet. So هودي كثير مهمين إنه نحن نعرفهم. هون ليه مهمين إنه نحن نعرفهم؟ Why it's important to know the primary and secondary colors. Now you should know how to neutralize. What are the complementary colors? How you neutralize? For example, so here the yellow, in front of the yellow there is violet. So the violet neutralizes the yellow and the yellow neutralizes the violet. The blue neutralizes orange, orange neutralizes blue. Red neutralizes green, green neutralizes red. In Wella, the stroke 6 is violet. In different companies, the stroke 6 is red. So you have to know very well the numbering system about Wella Professional. Everything to neutralize yellow, for example, when we do highlight, definitely we will achieve yellow. When we achieve yellow, we have to neutralize it. We can choose 9 stroke 6, 10 stroke 6. فينا نختار 9.6, 10.6, something with violet to neutralize yellow. When we achieve orange and level 7, definitely level 8 and 9, there's no orange anymore, and 10. How to neutralize the orange? We have to think about the color circle and we choose the blue. In Wella, the stroke 8 is blue, is pearl. When we achieve red and when we want to neutralize red, definitely we have to use the green. The green in Wella is a stroke 2. The stroke 0 is a neutral, is the natural neutral. So stroke 1 is ash, stroke 7 is brown. For example, if we mix all these color all together, we will achieve ash. If you mix yellow and violet equal parts, you will achieve brown. If you mix blue and orange equal parts, you will achieve brown. If you mix green and red equal parts, you will achieve brown. If you add one more, you will neutralize the second. Imagine, guys, if you are painting, you have a cup of water, you have the brush, you have the color palette. If you use the red, and then you wash it with water, then you use the blue, then you wash it with water, then you use the yellow, then you wash it with the same water. At the end, you will look at the water, it's a neutral color. There is no color. So it's very important to not mix more than 3 shades in one color. Now we are starting to talk about lifting, the level of lifting hair. First, consider the hair natural starting point. This is the foundation of your blonde creation. Start with a consultation. Very important نبلش بتشخيص مع الكلاينت. Where you can ask your client about their hair history. So here you all want to cover 4 key questions to give you a clear idea of hair you're working with. What services and treatment have you had previously? Use the Wella lightening curve to determine the level of lift required. Definitely now I will move to the lightening curve. This is what we see and this is what's inside the hair. This is very important. So if your client, she asked for level 6, you should know that this is under the pigment, there is this color. So نحن اليوم لما الزبونة تيجي بتقول لنا أنا بدي هيدا اللون لازم نعرف إنه نحن بقلب شعرها في هيدا. So for example, if the hair existing level is medium blonde, stroke 7, but they want to go to platinum blonde, you will need to lighten the hair by 3 levels. إذا الزبونة شعرها بدرجة 7 بدها درجة 10 يعني نحن بدنا نطلع 3 درجات. You will also need to consider the underlying pigment that may be exposed. يعني نحن هون من 7 لل10 بدنا نقطع هول المراحل كلهم. We will exceed all these if we will cross from 7 to 10. So we have to take into consideration that we will achieve yellow, we will achieve all these one. Okay? Hints of orange and yellow words can come through. Keep this in mind for when it comes to mixing up your tone. Let's recap all these things. لازم ناخد بعين الاعتبار how to determine the level of lift. You should ask all these questions. What was your hair last color? What service you should relate? What you don't like about your hair? And what is your care routine? Okay? Let's move now to the lightening curve. What we have inside the hair. هون الدرجات من 2 لل10. مثلا بالأربعة. What we have in red. Inside the red there is red and there is brown. Inside the level 5 there is red and orange. I have to take into consideration the lightening curve, guys. So inside the red, for example, inside the 4 there is red. Inside the 5 there is red and orange. Inside the 6 there is orange. So if I will lift from level 6, I will get the orange. So I should know what to use to avoid these ones. Okay? So this is very important. Here, before we move, let's talk a little bit so we'll let you be familiar with the numbering system of Wella. So everything before the stroke is the same. The color depth, when we said 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is before the stroke, it's the same like all companies. What it's changed, it's the rest. So here is natural. Okay? So stroke 0 is natural. It's like everywhere. Stroke 1 is ash, also is like everywhere. Stroke 2 is different. The stroke 2 is matte in Wella. In different companies is different. So matte is green. Stroke 3 is gold. Stroke 4 is red. In other companies is copper. So be aware, huh? Stroke 5 is mahogany, stroke 6 is violet, stroke 7 is brown. This is not level ground, it's shade, it's a tone. Okay, it's a reflection. Stroke 8 is pearl, stroke 9 is cendré, it means smoke. Okay, so this is blue and silver. The stroke here is mixing of blue and violet. Blue plus violet. Okay. Okay, so here is blue and violet. Okay? So these are the numbering system of Wella, the shades. So for example, if I tell you 9 stroke 6, what does mean? The 9 is very light blonde, violet, because stroke 6. If I tell you 7 stroke 7, the 7 before the stroke is medium blonde, the 7 after the stroke is brown. Okay? So let's talk about how semi-permanent color works. Semi-permanent, when we talk about semi-permanence, we are talking about color fresh create. Okay? Now, after a few minutes, my colleague Fadi, he will start explaining to you about how it works. So, now, let's talk also about blonde. What's very important, guys, during consultation, the information, the awareness, the honesty is very important, the reality, because when they apply, look how much you can change on Instagram, the shades. So sometimes we need to be more realistic with our client. We need to talk the honesty. Sometimes she will get for you a picture, it's filtered, it's not achievable. So you have to explain. Possible lightening issues, what it will face you during lifting, during coloring. Natural tone diagnosis too light. Wrong developer. Wrong mixing ratio. Sometimes if you are putting blue on yellow, stroke 8, pearl on yellow, you will get green. So you will be, oh, why I achieved green? I needed the ash, not green. So take it into consideration to choose the best tones. Wrong matting agent. So sometimes you can مستعملين product, it's not the right product. هو كتير مهم. Too short development time. Sometimes you need more development time. بتكون أوقات تريد أكتر. Section too thick. Also, it's wrong when you want to apply for gray hair. When you want to achieve blonde, don't take thick section. Wrong diagnosis. It's very important to do the best consultation, guys. Take your time, 5 minutes with your consultation. Do strength test. Make sure. So to be a professional, you have to make sure in every single detail. Okay? Color diagnostic criteria also. For more certainty in your color formulation, color request, customer request. So شو هو اللون المطلوب وشو هو الزبون اللي بدها اياه، شو هو اللي انتم بتعملوه. What is your target? So you have to know أي level you have to choose. Natural tone to choose the developer. So you have to know. So the H2O2 is the developer. Percentage of white hair, the mixing ratio, fashion shades and natural shades. So it's very important. For example, if you have 30 to 50% gray hair, is it okay to mix 2 parts from the fashion shades and 1 part from the natural shade? But if you have above 50% white hair, you have to mix 1 part natural shade, 1 part fashion shades. Color of length and tips and product choice. Sometimes you need to apply different color on the mid-lengths and ends. So here, there is white hair, you need to mix it with the natural shades. At the end, you don't need to mix it with natural shades. Okay, so now we will talk about the levels of color system and about our product. Thank you so much. I will come back to you also.
Good morning again. How are you? صباح الخير. كيف الحال؟ Okay. In our color portfolio, we have different levels. We have the color fresh create. Okay, it's crazy color, as Hisham said. We have level 2, the color touch. Color touch is free ammonia, then permanent. Level 3, we have the permanent color. We leave in my hand for this one perfect. And level 4, we have the powder for highlighting and bleaching hair. First, semi-permanent. Semi-permanent is color fresh create. Let me say it's crazy color. It's work on highlighted and bleached hair. Starting with level 8, it depends on the color. If it's red, violet, it might work on level 8. But to reach the perfect color, you need to go for level very like 9 or 10. Okay? So it lasts up to 24 washes. Okay? When we say up to 20 or 24 washes, we don't give fixed level because it depends on the hair. Sometimes we have thick hair, sometimes we have hair that's very damaged, it will not last for a long time. Timing development is 20 minutes. Okay, no need for developer to mix it. You can apply it on dry and wet hair, but it's more recommended to apply it on wet hair just to not use a lot of products. So you wash your hair, okay, you finish all your shampoo, you dry it very well with a towel, then you apply it. After that, you don't need to wash it, you just need to rinse it very, very well. Okay, clear? Thank you. We have 12 colors, okay, in Color Fresh Create. Blue, red, yellow, orange, purple, violet, purple. Okay, and the number 13, it's clear. Clear. So we have 12 colors and clear. Tomorrow clear is to give you the shade we want. For example, if we are doing violet and the clients don't want very deep and strong violet, we can mix it with tomorrow clear. The mix ratio, it will be 1 part of Color Fresh Create, Color Precise, plus 1 part of tomorrow clear, up to 30 times. So we can mix 1 gram of the violet, let's say, plus 1 part of tomorrow clear, or 1 to 2, 1 to 10, 1 to 3 to 30, up to 30 times. We have very good point in Color Fresh Create, it's 2 to tone. 2 to tone is mean when it starts to fade the color, it will not turn to any other color. Example, if we are doing violet, okay, violet is mixed between red and blue. Usually the red pigment is very small, it will fade very quick. Okay, so the color it will turn to blue. But with Color Fresh Create, we're not going to have this issue. Even when it starts to fade, it will stay violet, but it will be less and less. Okay, it will become clear, but it will be always violet.
Okay, so these are the colors in Color Fresh Create.
Color Touch. In Color Touch, we have different families. We have 6 families. Okay. Color Touch is demi-permanent, free ammonia. It will not cover 100% gray hair. We have the Color Touch Basic. It will cover up to 50% for gray hair. And we have Color Touch Plus will cover up to 70% for gray hair. Now here we have Color Touch Sunlight. Color Touch Sunlight, it will give us natural looking. It will lift natural hair up to 2 levels. It will last up to 24 washes. Okay, it will not give us any depth, any gray coverage. It's just to lift 2 levels for natural hair. And we have to mix it with only 4%, 13 volume. Because in Color Touch we have 2 types of developer. We have 1.9%, 6 volume, and 4%, 13 volume. Here with sunlight we need to go lighter, so we need strong developer. We use the 4%, 13 volume. How we can use the sunlight.
انت ترجمني شوي بالعربي دلوقتي. ايه؟ شو راح يقول؟ يعني ما بدك انت.
Okay, how or when we can use sunlight? Okay, we can use it like if you have small girl or new client, she wants to try to do light hair and she's a little bit scared to do it, so we can use the sunlight. Or if the client she did highlight and she don't want this big contrast between her natural and the light, we can use this between, but always on natural hair. The mixing ratio of sunlight color touch, it's 1:2, 1 part of color, 2 part of developer, 4%, 13 for 20 minutes. Application time is 20 minutes. Okay, we don't have a picture of color touch, so I'm gonna explain it for you. Okay, so the color touch basic, as we say, it covers 50% on gray hair. We can do same color to refresh the color, or we can use it on highlighted hair as common. Okay, we can mix it with developer 1.9% or 4%. We can use the 1.9% when we are doing toner, prensage. Okay, and if we want to cover gray hair or to refresh or the same color, we can use the 4% 13 one. Mixing ratio is 1 part of color, 2 part of developer. Okay, development time is 20 minutes. And we can apply it of course on dry hair, or we can use it apply it on wet hair if you are using at the time. Here? Any question?
ليش كل بارت من الاوكسيدون؟
من الأوكسيدون? So George is asking why we mix this color touch, 1 part of color, 2 part of developer. Okay, because color touch we need it soft, it's not deep, it's not permanent. Okay, so always we need to mix 1 plus 2. Even if you are trying to cover gray hair, 50%, so not more. We can use 1 part of color, 2 part of developer, 4%. But we use stronger developer, so we use the 4%. Color touch plus also free ammonia. Okay. Color touch plus it covers up to 70% on gray hair. It has special developer, it's also color touch plus. But here we have only one developer, it's 4%, because this one is more deep, more concentrated, so we need stronger developer. Mixing ratio is always 1 part of color, 2 part of developer, plus also up to 24 washes, development time 20 minutes. This oxidant is for color touch. This one is for the basic, okay, plus the sunlight, and now we're going to talk about the leaf stones. And this one is for color touch, it's also for color touch free ammonia. It's add-on or corrector. So we can add it on any shade of color touch we do it if you want to make it more. Like if we are doing red, we can add red. And if you need to do correction color, we can add green if you have red, or blue if you have orange. Permanent color. The permanent color we have 2 types. We have Poliston Perfect and we have Illuminate. First we're going to talk about Poliston Perfect. Poliston Perfect cover gray hair up to 100%. Okay. It gives us shine, long-lasting color, even color from roots to ends, and less allergy. Me Plus, it helps to cover gray hair 100%, long-lasting, and shine. And the color balance, it will help also to give us very natural and even color from roots to ends, because the color balance. Mixing ratio, it's 1:1. 1 part of color, 1 part of the developer, and timing is 30 to 40 minutes. Depends on the gray hair, straight, stubborn, or thin gray hair. Okay, we have different type of developer. We have 1.9%, we have 4%, we have 6%, 9%, and 12%. 1.9% we use it when we are doing toner. In this case only we use one part of color, two parts of developer when we do toner. Okay? If we want to do same color, or even if we want to do roots and we don't have gray hair and we don't want to lift, we can use the 4%, 13 volume. But if we need to cover gray hair and we need to lift up to one level or two, we can use the 6%. If you want to lift up to two level, we use this 9%, 30 volume, and if we need to lift up to 3 level, we use the 12%, 40 volume. So always we use it 1+1, except when we are using it as a toner, we use one part of color, two parts of 1.9% development. Here, with the special blonde, also we have the special blonde and Collection Perfect. The special blonde we can reach up to 5 level, but only on natural hair. Okay? Special blonde will not lift colored hair. Only will lift natural hair up to 5 level. The special blonde we use it only with 30 and 40 volume, and only we mix it one part of color, two part of development. And it needs 45 minutes, up to 50 minutes. Okay? We're going to cover color. It covers gray up to 100%. It gives us also long-lasting color, shine, less allergy, even color. Okay, it's exactly similar to the Collection Perfect. Why? Because also it has two technology. Me plus it less the allergy, give us gray coverage and long-lasting. And the color complex, it will give us also even color from roots to end with extra shine. Okay? So what's the difference between Collection Perfect and also we can mix it with the same developer of Collection Perfect. 1.9% if we are doing toner, okay? If we are covering gray hair, 6%. If we are doing natural hair or refresh color, we can use the 4%. اوكي اللومينا هي كمان صبغه دائمه بتغطي ابيض 100%، بتعطينا نفس نتائج الكوليسترول بيرفكت، يعني بتغطي ابيض 100%، اقل حساسيه، اقل حساسيه، لون بيضاين فتره اطول، اوكي، مع لون النسق من الجذور للاطراف، بتفوتوا مع الاكسيدون هن ذاته تبع الكوليسترول بيرفكت. اذا عم نعمل رنساج كمان مع 1.9 1+2، إذا عم نسكت صبغة تغطي الأبيض ونغير لون واحد زائد واحد، بدها بين 30 و 40 دقيقة. So what's the difference between Collection Perfect and Illumina? Collection Perfect undertone is brown, so the color is more deep, okay, more concentrated. The Illumina undertone is violet, so it's more sheer, more luminosity. Okay, both they have the same benefits: gray coverage, shine, less allergy. Okay, Illumina is more natural, more sheer, more luminosity. Collection Perfect is more deep, more concentrated. شو الفرق بين اللومينا والكوليسترول بيرفكت؟ اثنيناتهم مثل ما قلنا بيغطوا ابيض 100%، لون بيضاين، اقل حساسيه. اوكي، الفرق بيناتهم الكوليسترول بيرفكت الوانها غنيه اكثر، كونسنتريت اكثر، عميقه اكثر، لانه الاندر تون تبعها بني. اللومينا الاندر تون تبعها فايولت، سو الوانها خفيفه ناتشورال، اوكي، مش خفيفه يعني بحب السرعه، لا يعني رايقه، الوانها رايقه اكثر. Any question? Any question? No, we can't mix it. We cannot mix it together. Okay? So this is very deep concentrate and this is very sheer luminosity color. Okay, of course we can mix all the shades from Collection together, but we cannot mix it Collection with Illumina.
So here we applied the roots with blonder with 6%. So 20 volume, 1 part powder 30 gram, 1 part and a half developer 6%. And then after 40 minutes, we applied a little bit for the mid-lengths because there was also too yellow. and then we leave it like for 5 to 10 minutes. Then we use shampoo. Then we use the seal and care here. The seal and care, now we will explain after the development time about this one also. This is seal and care. You know, when you bleach the hair, the pH value of the hair will become high, will become alkalic. Okay? So in this case, you need something to reduce the pH, to neutralize it, to seal the cuticle, to prepare the hair to be more healthy, hydrated, to absorb the color. So now what you see here in her hair, yellow. You see yellow, no? This is normally what we achieve during our bleach, right? So what we will do is I will do a root melt for her, little bit darker on the roots, and then lighter on the mid-lengths and ends. And I will neutralize the yellow. Who of you can remember which shade I should use to neutralize yellow? Which reflection? أي ريفليم نستعمل تنشيل الأصفر؟ مين بعده بيتذكر؟
Violet.
Bravo, violet. Do you remember which number is the violet in Wella?
6.
6, amazing. So, what I will use on the roots is I will use the Illumina color 960 and 616. Okay? 960 and 616 to make it a little bit darker than the mid-lengths and ends. And then I will use 9/60 plus 616. Okay? So if I mix it one part, which level do I achieve? Do you know? If I mix 9 and 6, one part, which level do I achieve? Do you know? 7 and 7 and something. And 7.5.
7.5.
How you calculate it? How you know how to know which one? 9 plus 6 divided 2. In this equation, you cannot do it on dark shades because if you are using with 4, definitely the 4 will go more down. Okay, so in level above 6 and 7, you can make it divided 2. Okay, so the 1 is ash, the 6 is violet. So here is violet, and here is natural. So for the mid-lengths and ends, I will put another color. And if you see here at the ends, there is white. So the first step is to apply on the roots, then melt it to the mid-lengths, and then the last few minutes I will put on the lengths, on the ends. Why? Because it's white. It acts directly.
Okay, so always when we use the 1.9%, we mix 1 plus 2. Okay, so we put 50 grams of color with 100 ml of color.
Okay, so guys, in this case, when you want to do root melt and when you have long hair, the best way to start with the root melt is from the part on the back. Why? Because if I will start applying here and then taking sections, so the hair here will touch the roots and then it will get color. So the best way is to start from the neck area. It's better to apply on wet hair, clean wet hair. Okay, so I will start now, and during this time, Fadi can explain for you regarding the color Wella Professional Shade Chart, the application. It's amazing. So before Fadi starts, Let me tell you the application, the way of application. This is the best brush you can use for root mat, by the way. So you can use it as a comb from this one and the tail also. And when you apply for root mat, don't make like that and stop. Make it stretching. Okay? So stretching like that. Between, and then you can comb a little bit if you want, but at the end I will comb. So I will start from the neck, comb the hair, and then use the brush. I will not make like that and stop. Stretching, stretching. So you see, don't make like that and stop to make this line.
Just a fade like this, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's shadowing. Teach, leave them kids alone. 60 يلي هو اشهر فاتح جدا بنفسجي طبيعي. مجموعهم مع بعضهم درجة 7.5 رح يطلع لي على الجذور. درجة 7.5 على الجذور مشان ما يكون عندي هيدا الصفار. وهلا برجع بحط لون تاني على الطرف على الطول. لا بس تضرب فار وتعمل اوكي. So now one part. Start little bit mat the roots and the mid-lengths and ends. So I can check if there is something missing. So
Def Beats production.
this is to avoid line. While using the comb, when you use it, you should take from the comb like that and then make it like this. Look, and then comb it.
Your favorite producer.
Guys, if you have orange, which shade you should neutralize the orange? Blue, amazing. So which one is the blue in Wella? 8, stroke 8. All right.
Def Beats production.
Why do I choose this 81? Because here in the mid-lengths there is a little bit of kind of orange. Okay? I choose the 960 to remove the yellow. I choose the 8 because it's blue to neutralize this orange. But why I choose the 7 because there is no in Illumina color 9, I will put little bit from the 7 to achieve 981, let's say. Okay? So this one, it's a half part, it's not one part. Half. Okay?
High Def Beats
So-
Production.
20 gram, 10 gram, 5 gram. Thank you so much, Rahma. I hope you like the color, guys. This is the pH value. The pH value is from 0 to 14. Okay? In the middle is neutral, 7. This is the water. Everything here, 5.5 to 6, this is the hair, normal hair. Everything below 7, it's acidic. Everything above 7 is alkalic. So شو بيصير؟ Normally, the bleach, when you do bleach, you achieve level 9 minimum, 9 to 10. All the Plex product in the number 1, the pH is 3.5 and 4. So all Wella Plex, all Plex products in the market, they are good, but they have one issue, that it slows the performance of the bleaching powder. It gives, you need more time. You need more stronger development. Why? In Wella Plex we don't have this issue. I will explain why. This Wella Plex, in this case, the product performance start to lift and the pH in the Plex product getting down. So if you use longer Plex or longer with Plex or without Plex, I'm talking about Wella Plex, not the other brands. So you will not face this issue that you will get slow performance, that if you are using 9%, you will get like using 6%. No, because the pH here is 9. So in this case, you will achieve the blonde, and when you finish, you should use the number 2. And here in the number 2, the pH is 4.